everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. So we're doing part 2 of the cake page in Johanna Basford's Small Victories, and we're going to do this row today, I hope. And this is going to be Black Forest Gâteau, so I'm just currently working out what that might be. So I'm going to zoom you in a little. And I have got a reference page. I said that last week, but I actually do this time. At least I hope I do. And it is this. That is the reference page that I have. So dark brown chocolatey cakes, white icing and lovely dark red cherries. So that is what we're going for with this. So I am going to pick out a base colour, and that is going to be, I think this is Hazelnut Brown from the Arteza Expert. And I'm going to do just a base of that on each of these cakes, just to get some colour down, etc. And I might need to look at my swatches for the right colour, kind of colour for the cherries, that kind of thing. And it might be for a little bit of contrast, we might not make both of these bits of cream white. This is definitely going to be white cream, and probably like cherry coloured stars. Might do that with Pentel Jewel Hybrid or something sparkly for that one. Oh, I've gone over the lines there a bit. So I'm not being very neat at the moment, but when you start adding other colours and layers, it will become neater. So I hope you're all doing well. I went back to the doctors about the rash on my face, and he has prescribed me some mild steroid cream in the hope that it's going away. At the moment, I've been using it since Friday night. And I don't know if I should be more patient, but I can't say I feel a difference at the moment. And it's very frustrating because I've also been told that I should use my E45 cream 4 times a day, which E45 cream is an emollient, makes your skin feel very, very oily and is not conducive to wearing makeup. Which at the moment, you know, given that I've got a rash on my face, I'm thinking I probably shouldn't be wearing makeup anyway. Then we're also going to add in a burnt, I think it's a burnt umber that I want. Yeah, a burnt umber over the top of that, in like the corners. Make it darker. Like there's little dots in the corners. I don't know if you can see that on the video, which suggests that those bits should be darker. And then you want to have it darker under the cream because that's where the shadow would be. So yeah, I'm trying to get rid of this nasty rash, but it was funny because I was like, you know, it hadn't gone after 2 weeks and I was getting really frustrated with this rash. You know, it wasn't going, and if anything it was spreading and getting worse. So I was like, right, Dr. Google, here we come. So I googled what rash feels like sandpaper on the face, neck, and it came up with scarlet fever. And at that point I was in a meeting with quite a few people, and I was like, oh, if it is scarlet fever is highly infectious. But the doctor ruled that out and said no, it's highly unlikely to be scarlet fever. Scarlet fever only lasts a week, and also you have a major sore throat with scarlet fever. So I was quite relieved about that, I have to be honest. But equally, we're none the wiser still as to what it is. I have been referred for, like I said last week, I have been referred for a cobalt allergy test to see whether it is B12 that is causing me to react like this. So that was burnt umber. And then I think I also want a cocoa brown, which needs a sharpen. This is cocoa brown. Yeah, so I'm not really any the wiser at the moment as to why this rash is here, why it's being extremely difficult to go. Well, my friend who's also going through similar B12 treatment. She said she had an eczema flare with hers. Hers, she said, went with steroid cream. So I'm really hoping, holding out against all hope, that the steroid cream is gonna eventually shift it. He said to use it for a week, and if it hasn't gone after a week, to continue using it. If it's not gone after that, then to go back. So I'm really hoping I'm going to start seeing or feeling a change quite soon, because it's just getting me down. Really is getting me down. Who would have thought that just having a few B12 injections, which is what I think it is, could cause all of this problems. Then I'm just going to go back over this again with the Hazelnut Brown, I think this is. I got so stubby with this pencil that I can't actually read the writing anymore. I'm sure it's Hazelnut Brown, and the writing is kind of scrubbed off a little bit, so it's very difficult to read. So yeah, that's kind of my week. Last week was insanely busy. I was in London for 2 days. I stayed overnight. When I got back on Wednesday, I was done. I'd been around people, I'd been in the busy city. I had a hotel in the city, overlooking the Tower of London, and I was going into the city when everybody else was coming out, and oh my goodness, the stress. Nobody wanted to move or let me have some pavement with my suitcase. They all just wanted to do their own thing, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So this is the Naples yellow from the Brutfuner Macaron, which is what we used last week in on the icing here. So I'm using the same thing again. I was going to make this a different colour, but I kind of changed my mind, and that's fine, you can do that. So yeah, that was all a bit, it's very busy in the city, so I was going against the grain, everyone coming out of the cities I was going in, and then the next morning I was going out of the cities, everyone was coming in. So that was 2 fun walks, but I did get loads of steps in, so that's, you know, a positive thing for 2025, because I am trying to move a little bit more in 2025. So that was last week. It was just really busy. So by Wednesday I was just absolutely done. Got home and kind of just went straight to bed. I was so tired, so tired. What happened last week is I sent loads of emails before Christmas to people with questions, and they all suddenly got back to me last week, which of course when you have that just creates kind of more work. So that was a bit kind of like and it was a week that I was busy already, so it just felt even more challenging. I think I am going to do this like yellow, and I might add some chocolatey sprinkles like is on the picture that I showed you at the beginning. So I think I am going to do these all like chocolatey with white cream. I might do this one a bit, no, because then that will look weird. I might do that actually. I might make that one a chocolatey one, and this one on here a chocolatey one. So yeah, so this week has started off slightly less frantic, which is quite nice. I had a workshop at my daughter's school this morning, and then I had an MOT on one of our cars, which went well, thank goodness. Yeah, so that's kind of, and this week I'm not planning on going into London at all, so hurrah. So I'm going to use the Hazelnut Brown again, and that's going to be on this one. So yeah, this week should be slightly less frantic, and I'm going singing tomorrow, so that's fun thing for the week to do. Always like to have a bit of a sing. So yeah, so that helps as well with the colouring. I've done quite a bit of colouring actually so far this month. I've been getting into a lot of the books that were untouched, so I've done 2 of my untouched so far, and I had 6 books that were untouched, so I've done a picture in 2 of them so far. I have got another one pulled out to do, but whether I get to that I'm not sure at the moment. I might make this into like dark chocolate with a bit of pink at the top. So yes, so I might have half of my untouched book sorted. Right, I now need to find out what colour I want for my cherries. I think I probably want burgundy. And that might be, maybe it's not burgundy, maybe it's eggplant purple. It's probably eggplant purple with a wine red over the top. That's what I'm going to go for at the moment and see how we go. These are not very nice. I'm just going to get the cocoa brown and go over these. They just don't feel as intensely brown as I was hoping, but I did only do one layer of colour, so that is not a surprise. I just thought this bit's probably actually darker under the icing, but never mind. That's better. Saw some friends at the weekend. That was really nice. Swapped Christmas presents because we haven't seen them since before Christmas, and they've got a daughter the same age as ours, so that's always nice seeing them. Next week having our haircut. Imogen's got a birthday party that she's been invited to, so that should be nice. I need to just go in with the, now I think I was using ginger last week to give this icing a little bit of a shading, make it warm it up a bit. I think that's what I was doing. That seems to look the same, so I'm just going in where the lines are on these cakes at the moment. Put the shading in. You might want to just go up here a little bit as well. That's kind of where the overlapping sections are. Again, where the lines are, I put this, you know, the ginger. I think this is the ginger, yeah, I've just bought so I've got 120 set for Arteza Expert, and I've got a 72 set, and so I'm working out what I've got as backups and spares. So I'm trying to ensure, so I think this set I've got in my thing is a 72 set I had, and then I've put the extra 120s that the ones from the 120 set that I didn't have in the 72 set in here. And so I'm just trying to work out now what I'm missing in terms of backups, but it's so difficult to get them open stock. I found like a seller on eBay that's been selling a few of the colours but not all of them, so I've been getting the ones that are particularly short. Ginger was it's not stubby, but it's on the shortest side compared to some of my other pencils, so I've been trying to get the backups because I love these pencils, and I don't think I found another one that's quite the same. Prismas are too soft for me, and I like to be able to buy pencils open stock as well. Right then, so we're going to try eggplant purple on this cherry, which is very pinky purple, but I'm hoping that it will get toned down by the wine red, and then will be the colour that I want. Now I think these are blueberries, and I'm going to do this as a blackberry. That's the plan. And then these we're going to do the same. And then these are going to be stripy to kind of match everything else. I still haven't had a thought yet about the cupcake cases and what colour to do them. So that was eggplant purple, and this is I think it was wine red is what I was wanting. Yeah, wine red. I still haven't had a thought yet on that's the perfect, exactly what I wanted. I still haven't had a thought yet. Might want it a bit redder on the cupcake cases, what to do with those. I did put some options in my last video about what to do with them. So I'm either going to do them one colour, or I'm going to get a stamp out and put some hearts or something on them. I do want them to be uniform. I guess that's something I should say. So I need a red on that. So this is cherry red. Cherry red is one of the ones I can't get hold of. That's a bit scary. Right, I'm going to go over that in red. I don't think that's quite the colour I wanted. I'm wondering if I should put a bit of, maybe I'll try a bit of the cocoa brown. I think the wax blue might have built up though. Maybe that's a bit better. Okay, so then I'm going to do this as a blackberry. I'm probably definitely going to get a black on that, but this might just be enough. Yeah, so plain colour or a pattern on the cake cases, and then I don't know whether to do a background. I always said when I bought this book that it would very much be a simple no background book. So make of that what you will. I am actually going to add some black to this blackberry. I might even add that to the cherry as well. Yeah, I kind of did say that I wouldn't do backgrounds in this book, just because it's small victories and they're not meant to take you ages and ages. Right, that's perfect. Right, then I want blueberry. Now, do I have a purple? I have an eggplant purple, but it's not quite the colour I want. I think I want a amethyst purple for the blueberry. Which is these. Yeah, so my options I think for the background are so that was an amethyst purple, and this is a black. Washi tape, but only at the top and at the bottom. The bottom's a bit tricky. A stencil. Right, now I'm going to add in the leaves. Fern green is what I've chosen. Yeah, so washi tape, stencil or stamps of some description, distress ink, TBC secret crayons, and there, or chalk pastel. So they're kind of what I feel my options are. I'm not sold on any of them yet. I'd love to hear what you think. Or completely and totally plain. So that was Fern green, and now I'm going to add a jade green, or emerald green I think it is, not sure. Ooh, I'm not sure what it is. I think there's an emerald somewhere else. Yeah, this is jade green. It's kind of nice deep green, but quite a rich green. So yeah, they're my options. I'd love to hear what, if you're thinking, if you're doing this page, what you're thinking about. Are you thinking about doing a background? Have you thought about what you're doing your cupcakes? Are you using a reference picture? Yeah. I am just going to then put a bit of matcha green at the top of these leaves. And that's just a question of going back over the greens in full, like so. Right. I think I'm going to just, and my pencils are going everywhere now, just going to make this like a vanilla-y marshmallow. Right, I do need to put some of these pencils back, but for now. Right, excellent. That's all the pencil work done. Now I am going to get some postal pens and some glitter pens. Oh. So, what I did last week was I had this amazing creamy colour, and that went over all of the icing. So we'll do that first. Give it a good shake, and off we go. I don't know what to do. Whether to do a background, because it is quite, you know, with 16 cakes on the page, that is quite a lot. So I think maybe once I've done it in the round, once I've decided what I'm doing with the cupcake cases and everything else, then I'll make a decision on the background. I tend to, some people say you should do the background before you start. I have to say I don't tend to do that. I tend to do mine at the end, which can make it much more difficult. This is on very rare occasions I will do a background first. It's normally when I've got a complete and total vision for a page, I know exactly what I want it to look like, that I may do it first. But I don't tend to, I have to be honest. So I'm going over all the black lines, and these will include the ones that go up like that. Because I like to see how a page is kind of come together before I decide on whether I want to add another colour, whether I want it to just be a background that doesn't interfere with the main image. I mean, it says it's in the word, isn't it? Background. It's not meant to take over the whole page, is it? So yeah, backgrounds are kind of a little bit my nemesis, or they have got a little bit more confident with them, because I've got more tools and I've learned the ones that I like to use. So yeah, TBC Silky Crayons are one of my favourites, I have to be honest. Just because they're so easy and they can create some really lovely effects. So yeah. I'm having a lot of fun with this page, I have to be honest. It's really good fun. I do like colouring cakes. I said that the last time. I don't know why. I think it's just the sheer fun of them. And you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can do whatever you want in any of your colouring, to be honest. But I'm kind of one of those people that struggles making something fantasy. I like my things to look like they should, if that makes sense. So trees brown and green leaves. I think I've probably said this on my video before. So I struggle to sometimes do those fantastical pages, which, you know, where you do need purple. I did do that the other day though. I had a page, sorry about all the noise. I had a page from Enchanted Forest. Not Enchanted Forest, Enchanted Creatures by Lolita Aya, and it was a deer, and it was quite a limited palette, and I was thinking I don't really want to add a green in for the leaves here, so I actually did them pink and purple in the end, and it looked really good. I was really happy with that page, but you'll see that in my completed pages. And that was that was one of my untouched books. So I got that one for Christmas. So yeah. Backgrounds, huh? I do enjoy doing them. But sometimes it is nice just to keep things simple, to be honest. There we go. So that's all the aligned. Now I just want a white. Oops. So I'm going to just put some highlights on here. And she has kind of told you where they are. So here, like this. So that could be icing sugar. And then I might just go like that a little bit as well. I'm going to put anything else on there. That I'm going to put a little bit at the bottom here. I think I want to put a little bit on this cherry. I'll put that there. Like so. Yeah, I've got some whites on there already. I just want to go around these. I'll go around the blue. I don't think I've got the right colour to go around the cherry and the blackberry. So I think I'm just going to leave those. Then what I was thinking is, where's my brown again? Where have I put it? There it is. What I was thinking is, I was put a little bit of, so they look like chocolate sprinkles in the picture. There, like that. So that was just with my brown Posca, I put them in, added them in. And it just looks like the picture then. It looks like brown sprinkles. And that would be like chocolate bits really. There we go. And then I just need to do these stars. I might just go around the leaves. And the green. Yeah, I didn't necessarily have to do these leaves green, but I have. I think it just looks like fresh herbs though. Like you sometimes get on cakes. Okay, and then I wanted a dark red. So I've got a Pentel Dual Hybrid, which is a black red with metallic red, and that's just going to do these stars for me. And so kind of keeps it in fitting with the Black Forest Gatto vibe. Could do it with a little bit of something on here, but I don't quite know what I'm going to do yet. Maybe it will be in the case or something. There we go. I might put some red dots on here. There we go. So that is row number 2. So this was vanilla and kind of Victories spongy. This was Black Forest Gatto. This is going to be lemon and lime and peach, and the bottom row is going to be chocolate mint. So that is the second row. I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it. I will see you all again soon. Bye.